people do come here to see Hamed do what he does best, and that's, you know, knock people out. Calvo getting a little lively, a good jab there for him. It was another decent combination in the round. So, you know, he's trying to equip himself. This is a proud man. I'm just showing that the defense is still poor, and that's why Barrera, who's got that tremendous style, you know, did so well and beat Hamed.
Well, Calvo didn't give the most belligerent reply when somebody asked him if he was looking to cause a big shock tonight. He said, "We hope to do better than expected." Not what you want to hear, really, when you try to sell a fight, but he is doing better than most people expected. I think people are probably disappointed because Hamed isn't throwing more combination punches and is relying totally on the jab.
Well, maybe thinks Hamed's been a little bit careful, but, you know, you can forgive him for that.
I suppose it's a thin line between him boxing in a controlled fashion and that drifting into some kind of negativity.
Yeah, I think that is, and that's what people, you know, are trying to judge.
But I think people do have to remember he has been away for a long time, and this essentially is putting his feet back in the water exercise. Body shots. Hamed maybe getting the message from the crowd that they want a bit more from him, and I think maybe trying to provide it.
Right. No shots. Well done, guys.
Good body shot, and the reflex is still there to avoid that right hand from Calvo, but not the left jab. The Spaniard's giving a good account of himself here. A lot of people thought he might be beaten in a couple of rounds. And he gets it with the right hand. Another sign that Hamed's defense isn't everything it should be these days. And I think maybe the anxiety and disquiet of the crowd is just transmitting itself to Hamed, who now looks a bit distracted, looks at somebody at ringside.
Honestly, that was his father that he was looking to there. Calvo's certainly trying a bit harder, getting a bit more success.
Been a good, honest effort from him, but you're not looking at a world-class featherweight in Manuel Calvo, and there's no disguising that fact. Probably has got to the time where Hamed should view the softening up process as being over and be looking to step it up a bit more. This is the 6th round now. Seeing a different Naseem Hamed here. It's not to everybody's taste, it has to be said. Not in this crowd at the London Arena anyway. But I think I can see what he's trying to do now. Some big names, of course, in the featherweight firmament. Eric Morales fights Marco Antonio Barrera. They're the top two, although Barrera's not on that caption. You've got Derek Gaynor. Johnny Tapia's just become a champion again, the colourful veteran, and that would be a big fight, him and Hamed. I know there's a lot of talk of that. Julio Pablo Chacon, who fights Scotland's Scott Harrison on June the 8th. So it's a very lively scene, and Hamed has to show that he deserves to be a part of that big picture.
Hey, one more time. What's up, excellent. That job, sharp, okay? Second win. 1, 2, 3, okay? 3s and 4s now, okay? Let's loosen up. It's time for you to loosen up, all right?
Let's loosen up, says Oscar Suarez.
Yeah, 3s and 4s now. He's all been 1s and 2s, so, you know, probably boxing to a game plan.
Now Calvo is raging and looking to wage war with Hamed. He'll have watched what Marco Antonio Barrera did. He doesn't have the technical ability of the high-class Mexican. But he has caught Hamed enough to keep those questions being posed about the Hamed defence.
Well, I think that's always been there, the fact that, you know, he relies on his reflexes. He's got a very different style than orthodox, but you know, a fighter who's sharp can find glaring gaps in that defence.
Hamed going through this little idiosyncratic thing of his, of looking at the opponent's feet, not catching his eyes at all, and then throwing the punch like that, a right hand which Calvo walked straight onto, but he absorbed that one as well. What is he made of? Metal, this fellow?
Well, he's definitely got a good chin. He's took some heavy punches, but still looking pretty alert in there.
And there's that uppercut, a trademark shot of Hamed's. He looks as if he's gathering some momentum here and providing a little more devil. The punches being thrown with increasing menace.
I think that's what the crowd want to see. They want to see him throw a few more shots, put their combinations together. Look like he's trying to get Calvo out of there.
Calvo with the left jab, but he's no kind of puncher, Calvo. He's a pea shooter puncher, really. Doesn't have the power, you would think, to trouble any world-class featherweights. I think that's the trouble. While we've heard the booing, Hamed made his reputation blasting people out explosively, and I think people are a bit surprised to see him playing the boxing stylist almost. Oh, a right hand, and no, it wasn't a knockdown. It was a right hand thrown into. Hamed gets up and goes through a little play-acting routine of wobbly legs, a la Bruce Grobbelaar almost. But it was a slip.
What he did do there was he leapt in and his feet slipped away from him, but that was dangerous. He could have been caught when he leapt in like that.
Hamed can't douse the fire of Calvo. He's come here with a lot of belief. Now the crowd like this a bit better as the action hots up. Well, the crowd reaction to all this is strange, isn't it?
Yeah, they want more. They want to see better stuff from Hamed. You know, he's missing with shots. He's trying to do, and he's threatening a lot, but he's not doing a great deal.
He's talking to his dad. He's gone over to chat to his dad between the rounds. Pretty pumped up now. Let's have a look at that incident again. Calvo throws a right hand. I don't think it landed, though, and Hamed just slipped over.
Yeah, Hamed's feet just slipped away from him. Probably water in the Calvo corner.
Yeah, thin air shot from Calvo. It was a bit of an optical illusion. He's getting fired up now. Hamed, he wants to get on with this. He doesn't want a minute's break. Round 8. Not many people thought this would go this far. Well, he's doing his own version of the famous old Ali shuffle. Not so much the prince these days, I guess, Glenn. More like the sort of featherweight king in exile, isn't he?
Yeah, also like that. But still, there's a lot of missing with the Hamed shots. You know, he's not really getting the punches on that, you know, we've come to expect in the past.
Stop boxing.
Then leaping in with a big left hook and missing.
There was the attempted uppercut, but maybe not with quite that same hand speed that might have been there maybe 6 years ago. Hamed trying to shut the boos of the crowd out of his mind. Every time he attacks and starts throwing shots, they get all animated again.